Assalamu alaikum, dear students.
This is your physics class, and I'm your physics teacher. And we are studying chapter electricity. In our previous sessions, we have studied many topics. Uh, like in our previous session, we have studied combination of resistors, and we have seen that how we can derive expression for equivalent resistance or resultant resistance or total resistance in case of series and parallel connection. Now in today's session we are going to discuss some conducting materials for specific use. So today, what's our topic? It's some conducting materials for specific use. So as you can understand by the name, that the name of the topic is some conducting materials. So it means we are having around us, we are having a variety of materials, and some of them are conducting, some of them are conducting. By this we mean that only few materials around us can conduct electricity, can let electrons flow in them. Okay, so here we are going to uh, study about few of them, and those materials that we are going to learn in this session will be from your day-to-day life. So the first material that we have to discuss is what it is: tungsten. Have you ever heard this name, tungsten? Tungsten is an element. I think in your chemistry, second chapter of your chemistry is periodic classification of elements, and there you have studied about some elements, and tungsten is one of the element, and it belongs to the category of metals. So tungsten is a metal, so you are already aware about the fact that metal is a material, or we can say metal is a substance that is having properties like, in case of metals are malleable, ductile, and also metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. So here tungsten is a conducting material because it's a metal and it is good conductor of heat and electricity. Now here we have to see that how this tungsten is used in different conducting, how this tungsten is used as a conducting materials for carrying out electric current. See, so tungsten is used in bulbs. We are currently we use that LED bulbs, but have you seen yellow bulb? Yellow bulb, let me show the one like this one. This is what is yellow bulb. Okay, so that bulb emits a yellow light, so it's also called as incandescent bulb. Fine. So this bulb is having filament like you can see here. Okay, so this filament is made up of some conducting material, because we know that in case of bulb we need a material that is conducting so that electric charge or electric energy can flow. Okay, so it means that the material that we use in our incandescent bulb must be a conducting material, and in case of this incandescent yellow bulb, the material that is used to emit light is what it is: tungsten. Now let us study about properties of tungsten, how tungsten is able to emit light and at which temperature it is able to. Okay, so tungsten is a element, as I already told you, and it is a metal, so it means it is good conductor of heat and electricity. Tungsten is having high melting point. It means that that tungsten is having high melting point. By that we mean that tungsten melts at very high temperature, and the temperature and the melting point, or we can say the melting point of tungsten is what it is: 3380 degrees Celsius. Now you can imagine how much high temperature it needs to melt. So, and in if we will convert this in Kelvin, it is 3653.15 Kelvin. So it means it is really a very 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 high temperature. So tungsten doesn't melt at very low temperatures. It needs a very high temperature, around 3380 degrees Celsius, okay, to melt. So it means we can use this material. Just because of this property we can use this material. Okay, so just because of this property we can use this material. Okay, in case for what, for making bulbs. Okay, and one more thing I want to tell you here is, and it this tungsten becomes incandescent. Incandescent means it starts emitting light. Okay, at which temperature? It's around 2400 Kelvin, and in Celsius it's around 2100 2126.8 degrees Celsius. So it means that this tungsten, because of this property, because of high melting point, is capable enough to emit light, but it doesn't melt at this temperature. And also its resistivity is low, so that as a thin wire of tungsten which has high resistance is used in a filament of incandescent bulbs or electric bulbs. Okay, so just because of these properties we use tungsten for making what, for making incandescent lamps or bulbs, you can say. So how to choose material for making bulbs? First thing that that material sorry the first thing that we should keep in mind while choosing a material for making bulb, for making filament of the bulb, is what that material must be having high melting point. Okay, so that uh, so that material must not melt on on a low temperature. Fine. And the second thing is that that material must be what, that must be, that material must be having high resistance. Okay, it means that material must be having high resistance to become incandescent. It means to emit hot light. Fine. uh, because we already know that if a material is having high resistance, so that material is able to produce what, it is able to produce a lot of heat and light. If it is having high resistance, and just because of the high resistance, a particular material is able to produce more and more heat. ठीक. But at high temperature tungsten reacts with air, forming oxide. Okay, so that's the disadvantage. And it is due to this reason that an electric bulb is filled with an inert gas like nitrogen or neon to prolong the life of the filament. I mean to say, you have ever seen that bulb becomes somehow black in color, just because of the reason that sometimes what happens that a bulb react with atmospheric oxygen and thus forms the oxide, and just because of the reason that bulb becomes what, bulb becomes black in color. But for this thing, if we don't want this thing to happen, so what we can do, we can use nitrogen gas, or neon gas, as we know that nitrogen or neon is having somehow properties of inert gas. It doesn't let that atmospheric oxygen to react with the tungsten in this case. So we can use nitrogen or neon to prolong the life of the filament. So that what's the work of this inert nitrogen gas or neon here? It just acts as a barrier. It doesn't let that atmospheric oxygen to react with the filament of the bulb. Hence it simply reduce the chance of this filament to get oxidized. Okay, so the tungsten, just because of these used in what is used in making electric bulbs, or it's used in making filament of electric bulbs, incandescent bulbs. Okay, that orange bulbs, yellow bulbs, you can say. Fine.
So that was all for this session. We'll meet in next session. Till then, Allah Hafiz.